Break number 641. We have the same 6-box hobby mixers. So 23-24 Series 2, 24-25 Series 2, and 25-26 Series 2. Here are your teams. Good luck. Alphabetical by name and by team. Let's pull some cool stuff. Jay, we are in Surrey. The breaks don't happen at our store. They happen outside of our store. For now, at least. But yeah, if you're familiar with the Vancouver area, we actually don't have any left for sale. It's literally just we have some set aside for breaks. So it's stuff that like we kind of just keep it for when we do like anniversary breaks, or I like having it when a future Series 2 comes out, just because it's a lot of fun to have. Whatchamacallit? It's a lot of fun just to have the different years, and so we just do it at like essentially you either do it $1 starts or at release day pricing. So for most of this. There's a couple times where it's like if it really pops up and we need to order more in, then yeah. But I like having them for these mixes, So I think this Series 2 is the only one where we've made a bit of an exception just because we did actually try and get more in, but no, even then, like, again, I was fine if we sold it at release day pricing, so, because, like, at the end of the day, there's pros and cons, right? Like, there's going to be products that flop, there's going to be products that boom, and, just try and be fair with our pricing and stuff, right? It's like, for example, the inaugural PWHL set, we ran this breaks, we do not buy cards yet, so it's something that hopefully we'll get into, but not yet. So here we go. Patterson for the Canucks. Clear cut of Lindell and Seth Jones for Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Carrick for the Ducks. Bergeron and Yoel Teasdale. For the Habs on the Young Guns. Instinctive of Tristan Jarry, Matthew Barzal, and Coronado for the Flames. Gold Ecliptic. I believe these are like really tough to hit. McCann for the Kraken. If I remember correctly, they were like one in, I forget how many boxes, but technically a really tough pull there. Mikko Rantanen and Emil Andre. Matthew Tkachuk, Carter Hart, Dustin Wolf. Phoenix Copley, Raphael Lavoie, and Young Gun Canvas for the Arizona Coyotes or the Utah Mammoth, Logan Cooley. That photo looks so much cooler than the fact that you consider it's at like a 5,000 person venue. Nice hit there for the Yotes. Well, the Utahs, the Mammoths. The only team to have 3 different team names across 3 years in a break. Because you go from the Arizona Coyotes to the Utah Hockey Club to the Utah Mammoth. But nice pull there. See if we can keep it up. So already a good start for Series 2. For 23-24 Series 2. See if we can add like a Bedard Young Gun. That'd be sick. Patterson again for the Canucks. Beecher for the Bruins. And Connor Murphy for Chicago. McDavid for the Oilers. Kopitar for the Kings. Nestorenko for the Ducks. Sorokin for the Islanders. Kondota for the Habs. And Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Just all base. Barzal for the Islanders, Robert Thomas, and Philip Forsberg. Stuart Skinner for the Oilers. Kochetkov and Damon Hunt for the Wild. All right, come on. Big young gun to end it off the box here. Konechny, Matt Murray, and Sean Farrell. Well, the base young guns were they what? Hunt, Condota, Beecher, Lavoie, Andre, and T-Sale. Yeah, that was oof. Good thing we got that cool young gun canvas. Yeah, it's just Connor Murphy. There, oh, you have no sound. I realize talking through it when you have no sound doesn't help. All right, let's go 24-25. It's got to be the Logan Cooley Young Gun canvas. So they'll take like Celebrini or better, essentially. This is what box number was this? Can I find it on here? I can't tell. Oh, 9. Box 9 from the case. Oh, that ripped on the back really easily. 03 on the box numbers. Here we go. Let's hope we get something sick here. Let's hope we get something sick here. Jordan Binnington for the Blues, Seth Jones for Chicago, and Ugrin for the Wild. Pettersson again for the Canucks, Romanov for the Sharks, Ovechkin for the Capitals, McDavid for the Oilers, Phillip for the Oilers, and Kreider for the Rangers on the Electricity. Hagel for the Bolts, Rantanen on the Renewed, and Chicago on the On Tour. Will Smith on the UD Portraits, Blomqvist for the Penguins, and Malkin for the Penguins. Maverick Lamoureux on the Fluorescents for the Utah Mammoth, Malkin for the Penguins, and Jari for the Penguins. Lots of Penguins inserts here. We're waddling our way through this break. All right. Almost done here. Boop. Boop. And boop. On tour for the Devils, Devin Cooley for the Sharks, and the Wall of St. Paul for the Wild. Jasper Wallstead on the welcome aboard. Ed Belfour for Chicago on the retired canvas. That's nice looking. Give that a little sleeve and top load. Sorry, I'm a little bit off-centered there. Rare hit, at least. Kachuk for the Flames, and Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings. Shesterkin, nice outburst for the Rangers. And for the San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini Young Guns. Max. Let's go, dude. Looks pretty okay. You might get dinged on this edge, but looks pretty okay. And Vasilevsky, ooh la la. There we go. Well, we know what's winning this round probably, so. Kaprizov for the Wild, John Carlson for the Capitals, and McKinnon for the Avs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On tour for the Leafs, Poulter for the Devils, and Robert Thomas for the Blues. Mr. Smooth himself. Oh, red outburst. Darren Radish, Red Outburst for the Lightning. Can you imagine if that was a Celebrini red? That would have been nuts. But nice hit there for the Bolts. 25. We've been on a Red Outburst hot streak lately, man. Besser for the Canucks. Barkov for the Panthers on the renewed. And then that's just everything else. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything there just because sometimes the reds are bonuses. I don't see anything. Nope. Cool. Well, it's going to be really tough to beat that because that's, I mean, the most expensive young gun, right? Because Celebrini's got it. He's more than Bedard at this point, so, and more than Schaefer. And the Outburst Red. So it'll take like a good Schaefer and something. Nice. Yeah, I think I remember you from Twitch a little bit, so. There are times where I miss being on there, but just because like I like being like 16:9 for the camera than vertical. I like horizontal so much better because there's just more room for everything. It's hard to keep everything on screen, I find, in a 9:16. But hey. So one Celebrini out of the case already. Can we make it two? Could you imagine doubling up on Celebrinis here? That'd be insane. The canvas here is a Cooley Young Guns. This canvas is a Belfour retired. So just a short print. Second for the Stars, Fowler and Nikishin. I'm a big Nikishin fan. He hit hard. He hit hard. He shoot puck hard. Again, the best way, if you played like NHL hits on the GameCube back in like, I guess it was on other consoles, but like back in like 2000, the mid 2000s kind of, I guess it's like 2003, 2004. He plays like the best player in that game. So Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes, Camlin and Zane Perek. Charlie Lindgren, Easton Cowan, and Mr. Simashev. Nice. Yeah, I like Nikishin. I think if Nikishin played on, say, like Toronto or Montreal, his value would be a lot higher. Bobrovsky for the Panthers. Teppo Numanen for the Coyotes. Another retired canvas there. Back when they actually played in Phoenix. I love those Kachina jerseys. Logan Thompson. Lafreniere, Justin Falk, and Gritziuk for the Devils. Kyle Connor, Jake Sanderson, and John Carlson for the Capitals. The newest Duck. Quack, quack. All right, and again, we'll be live next Wednesday. Nothing major for the Sabres yet off the top of my head. If there's been anything, it's been minor. But we'll be live next Wednesday. We'll probably do some more of this exact break. And maybe some more 25-26 Series 2 stuff. Probably a bit of a hobby mixer in there as well. Foegele, Bedard, and Delorier. Pop count 500. Linus Ullmark for the Senators. Ullmark for the Senators. So we'll be live again next Wednesday. You can bookmark that one. Rasmus Dahlin and Bobrovsky and a Shabanov for the Islanders. A little bit of a bonus hit there. Always nice to see. Sil Apps for the Leafs on the retired canvas black and white. Those are, I love these. These are one of my favorite cards in the set. Just the old school canvas in the black and white is just, oh, chef's kiss. Nice one there. Jason Robertson and Quentin Byfield, just Stars and Kings there. Ryan O'Reilly for the Predators. Let them cook of McDavid and Jack Williams for the Blue Jackets. Freddie Anderson, Jake Gensel, and Beckett Seneca. And Seth Jarvis, Robert Thomas, and Tristan Lennox. So, I think order we go 24, 25, 23, 24, 25, 26. We go best to worst. I mean, it's 24, 25 was definitely the best. So we start with that. Like, celebrating in the red outburst for sure. We give it the chance to defend and punch ahead. You're feeling another... Hey, if we hit 2 max, that'd be insane. They are typically... Like, I have been finding the Young Guns have been, like, clumped, typically, in boxes. 86 on the box. I think this is past the 2-month or the year period anyways. If it's damaged, but... All right. Starting off with on a heater, Panarin, Andre Lee for the Kings, and Shesterkin. And so 2 Rangers and a King. Well, I guess 1 Ranger that's now a King, which is kind of funny. Canvas of Mo Riley for the Leafs, Matthews for the Leafs, and Kyle Connor for the Jets. Ooh, I barely held that cough in there. Macklin Celebrini, welcome aboard Speckled. I mean, I'm just sleeving and top-loading anything Celebrini related because his stuff has been nuts, so... Even if it's a $5 card, it's a $5 card type of thing. Logan Morrison for the Kraken and Mayu for the Habs. Canvas of Patrick Kane, Quinn Hughes renewed for the Canucks and on tour of Vegas. Blue Jackets on tour, Siplikov for the Islanders, and an ooh la la of Joey Decord. Black and white canvas of Trouba for the Rangers. On tour Speckle for the Avs and Aho for the Hurricanes on the playlists. All right. Well, we pulled 2 Macklins at least. Obviously the 1-1 that you're chasing, and then the welcome aboard Speckle is never the worst thing to get. Mukhamadullin for the Sharks, teammates of OTA and Zellweger for the Ducks, and Zach Hyman on the Electricity. Program of Excellence canvas for Chicago, I believe. Ethan Del Mastro. Should be Chicago. It's his current team. Believe it is Chicago at least. Let me double check here. Yeah, Chicago. Braden Point on the renewed, and Patrick Kane. Gustav Nyquist on the outburst, Adam Klapka for the Flames, and Aiden Hill for Vegas. Forsling for the Panthers, Carlson for the Penguins, and Cutter Gauthier for the Ducks. That is the Ducks on that. Cutter Gauthier for the Ducks, Albert Johansson for the Red Wings on the Young Guns, and Braden Point. There is no point in... Oh, this could be a banger. We have a high gloss renewed coming up. Oh no, exclusives, sorry. Exclusives. Nick Suzuki, exclusives renewed Young Gun, 200 for the Habs. Max, you are cleaning up this break. Let's go. That is sick. It had the high gloss, like that exclusives foil is very high glossy. That's why I thought it was a high gloss, but hey. That's sick. Nice pull. Hyman and a Teravainen. So, cool. That's I mean, hey. Another fun box. We take fun boxes here. All right. 23-24 time. Let's see if we can pull that elusive Bedard Outburst Gold. Here we go. I don't want to listen to Mr. Brightside. Yeah, here we go. I need something a little bit more fun. All right. Here we go. Let's see a Bedard. Deluxe. So this will be a random between the Sharks and the Avs. Sharks is Max. Avs is Ash. Ooh, is that a human gang? That might be a good... I think that's normally a good sign. So, deluxe of Makar and Erik Karlsson. Pasta. Oh no, it's a John Ludwig. For the Penguins. Is that still a good sign? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've opened a lot of this. McKinnon, Anders Lee, and Clevin. Josh Brown. Nice Sam Miskevich for the Panthers. That's a nice one to get there. And a canvas of Ty Cartier right behind it. So Cartier's kind of fizzled out. Give it to the Avs. Okay. Thank you. Just saves me a random. Makar, Kopitar, and Evangelista on inserts. Kyle Connor, Foligno, and Montepallo. Alexander Ovechkin on the Ecliptic Speckle, Braden Shen, and Kellerman. Oh yeah, we hit a Selly. We also had a red outburst of Radish, the Suzuki exclusives renewed, the Logan Cooley canvas. It's been a good mix. It's been a good little break here. No Schaefers in this break yet, and only one today from the master case. And man, we had to sweat it out in that master case because we were also pulling 3 of the same Young Guns, which is really, really rare. And we didn't pull one of his for a while, so Panarin for the Rangers. Mr. Bobby McMahon. And Brady Shea on the thing. Nice. The Reds they're beautiful cards. Monster Season of McDavid for the Oilers. Stützle and Brady Tkachuk. So 2 Senators and an Oiler. Ooh, do we have a Shelovs here? Kaapo Kähkönen for the Sharks. Yeah. Shelovs for the Canucks. Nice one there. And a Devon Tays for the Avs on the canvas. There's a Tays. Sorry. Larkin on the insert for the Red Wings. Cole Gutman for Chicago. And Askarov for the Predators. Hellebuck, Ovechkin, and Voronkov. So similar young gun crop to one of the boxes we opened up in the last break. But Voronkov's a nice one to get for Columbus. He's been doing pretty good, so. UC Saros, Philip Forsberg, and Sam Bolduc. Well, so far 24-25 is cleaning up here. All right, 25-26. Your chance to shine. You got to beat the Suzuki exclusives, which is doable. Yeah, I think the Young Gun Renewed add a lot of value to it. I think the Young Gun crop in 25-26 is by far the most consistent of these 3 years. For 25-26, yes, there are 2 boxes left from the case. Depending on what's in this one, we pulled 2 Misas and 1 Schaefer so far from the case, as well as a clear cut and an Outburst Young Gun. So just as a heads up, like we try and be as transparent as we possibly can here. The reason why I like putting them in this mix is because 24-25 Series 2 gives them a lot of coverage with Celebrini versus Misa. So it just kind of balances that out a little bit. So try and keep track of them. And then when it gets to the point where the big chase guys are gone from it, try and figure out mixers to help balance them out overall. So McKinnon on the Dazzlers, Ken Yoni, and Kent Johnson. Sam Reinhart for the Panthers, Leon Draisaitl, and Easton Cowan. All right, so we've hit 2 Easton Cowans now. Any Rangers hits? I think you've definitely got stuff. I think you got like a Shesterkin Outburst. Nothing major, but you've got stuff. Ryan Suzuki on the Encore Blue, Tomas Hertl, and Jake Ottinger. Oh boy. Population count 1 for the Nashville Predators. Matthew Wood. Max, have yourself a break, dude. Pop count 1 of 1. Matthew Wood. The only thing that's disappointing about these is that they're very similar to the Pop Count 1000 color-wise. I wish they had like a little bit more, like if they foiled them out or something a little bit, But yeah, really good one to get. Well, that's actually going to be hit of the break if it stands up, because it's a 1 of 1, right? Rinzel, Svechnikov, and Ryan Green. That is the first time we've hit a true Pop Count 1, because there was one year where they had multiple Pop Count 1s that we hit them, but DPD for the Canucks on the fluorescence. I'm just making sure they put his stats right. Askarov and Eichel. Luke Hughes, Jack Eichel, and Dominic James. Oh yeah, you never know. Like again, you could have one of the rough teams in the product and end up with a really cool hit. That's the fun part about breaks. You can have the best team on paper, and do worse than the worst team on paper. It's also the bad part about breaks, because like you're never guaranteed anything, but also, you know, the upside swing is massive here. All right, let's finish strong. Gunther for the Mammoth, Jake Neighbors, and Cider. Hey, we ended on the right box at least. Dustin Wolf. I think we got a Tusky coming up. Protoss and Tusky. Let's go, Utah. Millstat for the Bruins. Bobrovsky and Finney for the Red Wings. Solid one. All the Red Wings Young Guns in this are pretty good, so. All right, Boomtown of Deloria on the Sparkles. Urov Young Gun Canvas. It's a nice Young Gun Canvas to get. Let them cook of Ovechkin. All right. Joel Eriksson Ek, Fairby, and Tomashek for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers, Yanni Gord on the Outburst, and Hagel for the Bolts. All right. Well, I mean, hey, for 6 boxes, that was rather insane. Your rookie base Schaefer. We unfortunately didn't get one in that break. It's all good. Too bad we didn't get one. But yeah. Yeah, too bad. I mean, if we would have got his young gun, it would have capped it off really good. But yeah. All right, recap time here. So this is going to Colorado. No need to round that off. Some cool stuff that we got. Urov on the Young Gun canvas. Finney, Cowan, Voronkov, Shilovs, Cartier canvas, Samiskevich, Del Mastro, Celebrini Speckle, still Apps black and white. That's kind of sick. Pop count 500 of Omark, Teponumanin, Simashev, Nikishin, Belfour retired canvas, McCann on the Ecliptic. Sorry, gold. I guess the Logan Cooley. There is not. It might have been like his base would only be Young Guns. Unless I missed something, but I don't think I did. I'll double check, but yeah. I'll double check all the base after. Or I can just do it now. But yeah, his base is just the Young Guns, and I think we got them all, so. Okay, cool. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get one. Cause that would have been on a stand. He's a stand guy. But what's the 4th best hit? I guess the Radish Red. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's Utah, Arizona. It's the same team. That is yours, yeah. Radish to 25 on the Outburst. I'm putting the Celebrini in 3rd just because it's a fairly common one, even though it might be the highest value one. It's just a common pull. I'm putting the Suzuki in 2nd just because that is a sick looking card. The red exclusives to 100. 10 above his jersey number. If that was 14, that would have been sick, but just a really cool looking card. And hit of the break, pop count 101, Matthew Wood. Let's go. All right, that is group break 641.